Hey everyone, and welcome to the Nerdy Up North podcast. Today, it's not a podcast, but it is a trailer reaction.
Yes.
Should have just said Nerdy Up North trailer reaction, but it's a trailer reaction.
We've been very excited about this one, me and Sam. So just get the introduction of the way. I'm going to beat Sam to the punch. So this is my colleague Sam, who is very, pushy into the podcast, shall we say? And my name is Paul.
Feels weird you saying it and I'm not. But this is not a typical podcast.
No.
This is a trailer reaction for the Scream 5. Scream 5.
How old are we?
And there's 5 of them. Who in their right mind thought after 4 we would get a 5?
Certainly, I think definitely not. It is a franchise that's had legs, shall we say?
Yes, you are right.
Pretty much goes down the same route, but again, Scream was such an iconic film in my youth, and I know we've done a podcast totally about the film as well. So I'm interested to see this take, because this is going to be new directors, new scripts, completely different. Some similar faces, yeah. So, and the same building. Apparently, I've seen a picture that the supposed to be in Stu's house at one point as well. So they're going back to some familiar places as well.
Well, let's watch the trailer, and I'm going to go back to a quote that Matthew Lillard has said recently. So let's watch the trailer, because I am excited for this. Let me just put this on me. There we go. Because I don't like watching me, so I put the trailer on top of me, so I can't see anything. So I can just see you.
Doesn't sound creepy at all. It's fine.
It does not. Right, you ready?
So 3.
You count it down.
So 3, 2, 1, go.
It had to be a phone, didn't it?
It's going to be able to answer phones these days.
This isn't Amber. Oh my god, they've gone like...
This isn't funny, Amber.
Would you like to play a game, Tara?
Yeah.
Doors unlocked. All doors locked. Doors unlocked.
God, stop it.
Fucking hell.
Hello?
It's happening. 3 attacks so far. Do you have a gun?
I'm Sydney Prescott. Of course I have a gun.
Something about this one just feels different.
Samantha?
I know who you are.
I've been through this a lot. This is your life now, which means that whoever this is going to keep coming for you. You ready for this? Never.
Oh, stop. Wait. There's certain rules to surviving.
The attacks were all on people related to the original killers.
Whatever his link is to our past, it's pulled us all back here. And I won't sleep until he's in the ground.
Hello, Sydney. It's an honor.
Goosebumps.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Wow.
So, what we learned there is that the new group of people who are being attacked by Ghostface are related to the original killer, but killers. So it could it like Stu and Billy, or just Stu, because Matthew Lillard came out and said, well, didn't say, could be still alive.
Mm.
And I'm like, could Stu still be alive?
It'd be an interesting take to go back to the original, like say, a nice little roundabout. It showed a lot more than I was expecting there.
Same here. Yeah, I didn't expect, especially that opening sequence. I know there's probably going to be a lot more chasing about, but that felt like that is generally the opening sequence of the film. You
100%.
just saw it right there.
Yeah. I know there's all images where the young lass who I don't know her name, sorry, was playing with the knives, the same like way that Drew Barrymore's character was playing with the knife. So that image that came online yesterday, I believe. But wow, that, like I said, it looks like they're going balls to the wall with it as well. I think we're going to say definitely saying goodbye to a few characters that we loved. I think from that.
David Arquette looked like he was about to die anyway. Like he just looked. Regardless of Ghostface, he looked like he was on his way out.
It's interesting what you said about the relatives, because I don't know if they're going to be relatives of the killers, relatives of the people that survived, or is it just relatives to anyone that's been involved in the Scream franchise?
Like any killer of it, because the second one is Billy's mom.
Yeah.
So that's a relation to Billy. The third one is Sydney's
director,
half brother.
Something brother, yeah. And the fourth one then is Sydney's niece. So it will be that element, I think. Which again,
I think it's going to have something to do with Stu. I think I know what Matthew Lillard said, but that aside, I really think it's going to have something to do with Stu. I don't think it's have anything to do with Billy. We've already had that with Billy's mum. I think it's going to be Stu's revenge.
I'm quite buzzing for that. That was better than I was expecting. I know, like I said, we've been excited for it and we've heard good things. That's been coming out, like the noises that they've been making. But Ghostface actually looks a bit terrifying there. We had a bit of a Michael Myers vibe going off him with the head tilts and
he looked very tall too.
Yes,
he looked really tall. Stu is really tall. I am on the Stu bandwagon now. I'm telling you, I'll be flying that flag high. I'm seeing him next week.
Right.
I'm going to be like, so how is it? How was filming Scream 5?
There's the point, and I'll make this point then. If Matthew Lillard had just finished making Scream 5 or been in it, would he be doing the circuit?
I mean, he gets to get money somehow. Like, I don't know.
He would be getting paid for Scream 5.
When did they film Scream 5?
It finished 3 or 4 months ago, I think. Finished filming.
Oh, okay. I mean, it could be just to throw you off the scent, but if it's not Stu, it's something linked to Stu. He's the only one who hasn't, and he was a killer with Billy. He's the only one who's not had something brought up about him later.
Yeah, I think you're probably on the right tracks, but I don't think Matthew Lillard...
Oh, I'm probably way off the beaten track here, man. I always am.
No, but I like that premise. Again, they've got to, in my opinion, stay away from the Sidney Prescott. Like I said, poor Maureen Prescott's been dragged for the mud enough now. Leave that side of alone. I'll be more interested if they're telling a different backstory or a different tale. So the Stu one makes sense. And it's an interesting version to go through. I don't think we'll see Matthew Lillard other than like basically a photo or anything like that. Because to me, again, it's too easy. Because as you said, he's doing the circuit big at the moment. He's not done the circuit for a long time. And I know, like I say, it's a 35. Is it the 25-year anniversary of it? That's probably why he's doing it. But if he'd been in Scream 5, I don't think they would have allowed him because it's too much of a.
But could it just be something to throw people off the scent?
But there's too many options for him to slip up as well. That many people he's talking about. As you said, you're going to be going. You're going to ask him the question. How many times he'll be asked that question? One time he will slip up and say something. So.
Mate, I couldn't. I learned my lesson when I went to For the Love of Horror the last time. I can't talk to famous people. I cannot. I stood in front of who is it? oh God, what's his Alex Winter, and I wanted to tell him how amazing his documentary was that he did on the dark web. Because when I posted it on Twitter, he actually reached out and said, like, thank you for watching. And I just wanted to tell him that it was such a good documentary, such like really insightful. Could I get them words out? I just stood there and I was like, yeah, I stood in front of him for ages just gawping. I can't do that. I can't talk to famous people. I learned it the hard way.
So my big question as well, I think I asked it, I think yesterday as well, is Sydney making it out of this? Is the final girl finally going to get a comeuppance? Because I'm hoping we get the end of the Sydney Prescott. Again, probably my dark sense of side of things
really
would like...
are riding the train of the final girl being done with, like Jamie Lee, now Nev.
But that's what needs to be done now, because as I said, Scream broke the rules back in the day. To break the rules again, what's more interesting and rule breaking than killing off the ultimate final girl?
No, finally killing off Dewey. Because how many times is that guy getting away with near-death experiences?
Yeah.
Like the first one, the second one. Did he get to hurt in the third one? Probably most likely. The fourth one, he was, I wouldn't be surprised if Dewey got the chop.
True.
But I'm not thinking. I do see where you're coming from. We're in an age now where we're starting to see younger audiences come into these old franchises, and we're getting newer and fresher casts in there. Ghostbusters is a prime example of it. And then you've also got Halloween as well, with the young girl and the granddaughter in that. So it would make sense to start taking out the older aspect of it so it can make way, because if you are going to have a franchise that continues, you can't keep relying on it working because of the original cast. They are not going to be around forever. If you want it to survive and thrive, you need to bring in new. So it kind of makes sense. I do see where you're coming from with it. I don't know if it's going to happen.
Well, we've only got January to wait and see, so it's not that long way. And see, we've got some exciting times coming up, because this week, it's Friday, it comes out, Halloween Kills. So that's going to be the big one. I will be
watching it. I'm going to watch it at home, because I don't think I can get to the cinema, because I have to go and get my hair cut and my eyebrows done in the morning. So I am not giving myself a lot of time to go out. So I think I will be watching it Friday, though. I'm not missing it. I'm not coming on this podcast on Friday without seeing it.
I don't think I'll be able to watch it, so...
Well, that actually makes us feel a bit better, because if I can't watch it, because I'm going on Saturday morning, I've got to leave here at 6:00 and go straight through to Carolyn's to go to Manchester. I am literally out all day. So whether or not, I don't think I'll be asked to watch it on Saturday night. So Friday is probably my best bet. Yeah,
so I think I'll probably be Sunday or Monday for me, because I'll be working the back end of this week. So we'll have to reconvene and talk about it once that's done as well. So, but yes, that was me and Sam watching the Scream trailer. I hope you, like I say, were entertained, because I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to see what's going to be coming, and it's quite fitting with the whole Halloween month as well that we've got to see that.
It was nice to see it within Halloween. I always found it strange that Scream was released at Christmas, and now it's going to be released in January.
Right.
I always find it strange that these kind of films, apart from Halloween, like even Ghostbusters is never been aimed as a Halloween type of season to bring it out in. Because if you remember, the original date was summer. It was going to be a summer box office.
It's where to make the most money, because, to be honest, like, people don't really go to the pictures that much during October or for horror films, so it's where to make the money, I guess. But I'm more than happy to wait a few months for that, because I think we've got a few films that's going to keep us occupied over the next, like I say, month or so. So I'm quite excited. But so again, thank you for jumping on and doing that. When I saw this was going to be launched today, I thought I'd give you a shout.
The minute you said, "Are you at work today?" I was like, something's come out. Something's come out, and he wants to talk about it.
Cool. But thank you for, like I say, watching. Again, like I say, join our Facebook group, the Nerdy Up North community. It's getting better each day. Find us on Instagram, Nerdy Up North. This one won't be on iTunes, Spotify, or Amazon. It will just be on YouTube. There's no point putting a trailer reaction up on Spotify for you to listen to it. It sounds a bit strange.
Because I don't think we actually said anything throughout it, so you just be listening to it.
Certainly. But like I say, I'll see you on Friday for the next episode of the podcast, and we've got the lovely Donna joining us, so should be interesting. And same bat time, same bat channel.
Stay nerdy, everyone. Bye.
Bye.